Hey there, golfers. Andrew Rice. Today we are taking it all the way to the center of our golfing universe. That sweet spot, that all-important sweet spot. How can we start to use it more frequently? Let's check it out together. Hey there, golfers. Andrew Rice out here on the lesson tee at the Western Savannah Harbor Resort. Today we are talking sweet spot. We've got to learn to use that sweet spot really with all clubs, but I do like to especially use it with the driver. How can we start to stop being the director of the Sweet Spot Preservation Society? I would like for nothing more than you to no longer preserve your sweet spot. Let's start using it and see if we can get the ball on the face. What's the key? Feedback. I've got foot spray. I've used strike spray. We've got dry shampoo. There's so many different things. You can Sharpie the face. You can put tape on the face, anything that's going to start to tell you where your pattern lies, what your tendencies are. And I see so many golfers, we almost all have a pattern. My pattern tends to be lower on the face. If your strike pattern, let's start there. If your strike pattern tends to be low on the face, what is the problem? How can you start to overcome that? It is not that the ball is teed up too low. It is seldom, if you're hitting it out the heel, that you're standing too close. If you're hitting it off the toe, that you're standing too far. Don't change your distance from the golf ball, and you don't necessarily need to change your tee height either. But if you are hitting the ball typically low on the face, my experience using TrackMan is that the player is delivering a club that's traveling upward too much, okay? And yes, we want to hit up with the driver, but up too much is not that optimal in that it compromises our ability to get the ball on the sweet spot of the club. And so a great little feel, if your impact point with the driver tends to be low on the face, a great little feel is I would like for you to have a sense that you're almost going to take the tee out from underneath the golf ball. You're going to, as the club head is coming into the ball, the club's going to stay very level through impact. You're almost going to try to neutralize that attack angle bias that you have, okay? And so my sense there, and certainly this is something I need to feel, is, come on, let's see if I can hit this tee out from underneath the golf ball here. Oh, and I think I did too good a job there. As you'll see shortly, okay, I got that one way up the face. That's super unusual for me. I think I'm getting better at it. I don't need to do it too much, but that's a good sign for me. Just because it's neutralizing my default pattern. I don't like that pattern. I don't want to do that. And so how can I start to move the ball up towards the sweet spot? What if your pattern tends to be exactly that? You struggle with hitting the ball high on the face and you hit those pop-ups and you've got a lot of scratches along the top edge of your golf club. We certainly don't want that. I don't have a problem with that, but I see a lot of golfers that do. How can you overcome that? The club is touching the ground. And I know this, once I set up to the golf ball, okay, I can rest my club on the ground. Some people hover it, some people rest it on the ground. But once my swing starts, that club is never going to run into or touch the ground, okay? And oftentimes I'll make a swing here quickly where I brush the ground just so you can see what the chalk looks like, okay? Quite interesting, just that one little brush. And all of a sudden you can start to see how that substance that powder I've got on the face is getting wiped off by the ground. That's the root problem of pop-ups. It's not that the tee is too high, it's that the club is too low, okay? And so you've got to make sure when you swing that you're going to swing the club without ever touching the ground. Oftentimes people who hit lots of pop-ups, when they make their practice swings, that club will be brushing the ground. We don't want to brush the ground. It's the club getting too low that's leading to the pop-ups, not the tee being too high. I think that's important information for everybody to be aware of. What if I'm hitting it off the toe? Here's a great little challenge, okay? I've got a tee in my pocket here. Here's a great little challenge if you're hitting the ball typically off the toe. Spray the face, mark up the face, and then draw a line straight up and down the center, okay? Your challenge, not because if you're hitting it off the toe, I want you hitting it off the heel, it is not better. But I do want you to discover how you can overcome those toe strikes. Because once you know how to do that, now you're set, right? And so once you've got that line drawn up the face, you're going to intentionally take 3 golf balls, see if you can hit 3 consecutive shots out of the heel. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to set my line just outside the golf ball. I'm not going to move closer here. And I'm going to try to do all I can as I come through to keep the club head almost outside the golf ball and see if I can neutralize my toe-sided bias here. Heel. Well, that certainly was. It was so far off the heel, it's hanging out there. I got to hit another one. I'm actually doing too good a job right here today in overcoming these. I hit that way, way, way off the heel. Come on, just a little off the heel, Andrew, please. There we go. Okay. Yes, you can see that one. I hope you can see that one. Okay, nicely inside the line, no dimples on the line. Okay, and so that's all you're going to try to do is see if you can hit it off the heel. Don't move closer to the ball. The next one, I need one more golf ball. Here we go. The next shot is going to be something along these lines. If I'm hitting it too far out the heel, I've got to do the exact opposite. Okay, I'm going to set up with that center line. You're going to go through the same exercise. You're going to spray the face. You're going to run the line from north to south, running up and down the face. And now we set up and we keep that line just inside the golf ball. And as we swing through, we try to keep everything out towards the toe. Let's see if I can do this one without any catastrophes. That felt like it was very much on the toe, lowish toe-ish. But right there. Okay, so golfers, come on. You can do this. I'm not going to tell you. Keep in mind, this club head is swinging. It's traveling fast. We're looking to move your bias anywhere from a 1/4 inch to hopefully not as much as an inch, but it might be as much as an inch. Okay, and so you don't need specific instructions. Stand 1 inch closer, stand 1/8 of an inch here. Use that amazing human being athleticism that you've got. Your perception via feedback can be influenced, and you'll start to be able to strike the ball on that all-important sweet spot. Okay, please, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Give it a go. Have more fun out there. Cheers. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you watching. Certainly as a Golf Digest Top 50 coach and a Golf.com Top 100 coach, I appreciate your viewership. I know there's a lot of competition out there. I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you do feel like this information is going to be helpful to your game, please click below. I'll be having new videos posted every week for you, and hopefully we can get that game going as you would like it. Thanks so much. Take care.